What's up everybody, Rooksin here, and today I'm going to be going through my UI a little bit with you. I'm going to go over the add-ons that I use and describe a little bit of their functionality. I won't be going super in-depth of the add-ons, but if you have any questions or concerns or anything, please feel free to shoot me a message or leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. The first add-on I'd like to talk to you guys about is Bartender 4. This is probably my favorite add-on because it allows you to customize your bars and keybinds with none of the hassle of the original Blizzard UI, going into the start menu, looking for the key bindings of your action bars, and then assigning them that way and hoping that you get the correct one. It's none of that anymore. All you have to do is type /BT in the chat. Here comes the options. As for bars, you have the options of 10 different bars, as well as the miscellaneous bars that you still get with the Blizzard UI. Moving the bars is as simple as unchecking the lock button, moving them wherever you'd like, clicking lock again, and they're set. Key binding is the exact same way. You hover over the key you wish to bind, you press that key, it's bound. Rebinding is just as simple. You hover over, it's bound, unbound from the other key, and you're done. This is why I love Bartender 4, because it makes life so much easier, and that's what add-ons are all about. The next add-on I'm going to be going over with you is BestInSlot. Now, while it doesn't directly affect your rating, it helps you out with roles and seeing what you need and what you don't need, which allows for faster times getting out the loot and moving on to the trash. Now, what this does is you pick an item for a slot that you need. Say I need Midnight Herald's Pauldrons from Xavius, for example. I'll click that item and just click done. Now it is in the shoulder slot that I need that. In the overview, it's going to show that I need the Herald's Pauldrons from Xavius, and that'll let me know that I might need to roll on them or I might need to re-roll for that matter. This also allows your guild to look at the items that you need, which allows them to know if you're rolling on a BestInSlot, if it's actually your BestInSlot, or if you're just looking for an item level upgrade. The next one is just going to be a quick overview of Premade Groups Filter. I just thought I'd throw this in there because it's really nice and it filters out all the groups for you so you can look exactly for what you're looking for. Say I'm looking for a Mythic Plus, I'll choose a Mythic Plus difficulty. I personally go with 870 up because I like to know I'm with at least decently geared players. For the groups should contain, this is the really nice part. If you're a tank or a healer, you might want to go with 0 to 0 people, so that means you're always getting a group that needs a healer. There will never be a healer in that group or a tank. Your DPS, you could go with 0 to 2. That'll make sure that there's always an open spot in DPS for you, and it just makes life a lot easier when you're filtering through these because usually there's a lot to look through. ElvUI is the UI reskin that I choose to use because I think it looks really good and it's not too hard to figure out once you mess with it a little bit. It allows you to choose where you want all of your frames on your window. You can have left chat, right chat. I obviously don't use right chat with SCADA there. And then it allows you to mess with your tooltip, your unit frames. You can do all of your frames that you need. You can do your nameplates, your maps, action bars. Obviously, I don't do that because I use Bartender. I have bags turned off as well. Especially this unit frame, I really like. It shows your character portrait, your HP, and your mana, as well as your buffs on the bottom. And I choose to put it down here, and my target is over here as well. I like to keep everything low, so everything else on the screen is open for me to look at while I'm raiding. And it allows you to see any mechanics that might be on the ground or in the air or anything like that. So it's not super cluttered and it makes it a lot easier to see. The healing add-on that I use is VuhDo, and this one's a bit of a doozy. I'm not going to really go through this one too much with you guys. There's plenty of videos on there. I've just used a pre-made one from my personal favorite streamer, which is Sparty Smallwood. Shout out to Sparty. And basically it allows you to click your frames. You can choose whatever spells you'd like to bind to clicks with shift, alt, whatever modifiers you want. I personally only use it for Bestow Faith. I prefer to click my frames and then use my keybinds for my spells. It's all personal preference and it shows your group really nicely, and I just like the way it looks. It's super customizable. It's really open to whatever you'd like it to look like, to be honest. This is just my personal preference. And it's overall a really nice add-on for healing. If you choose to go with something like grid or even default frames, you're not really missing out too much. I just really like the way this one looks, and I love the customization it gives you. This add-on called Weak Auras is another one of my big favorites. It makes finding cooldowns and spells, you can just have them pop up on your screen however you'd like, super customizable. Not going to go into much detail again because this is a pretty difficult add-on to get going. I'm just going to show you a couple of things I have. I have my Bestow Faith here. I have my Holy Shock. I have my Light of Dawn. And when I'm using the talent Judgment of Light, that's going to show up for me as well. My AP Weak Aura I have in the top. It'll show my item level, the percent AP I'm at, how much AP I have out of that, and as well as my Ancient Mana on the bottom. It's also really nice for boss fights. This one's specifically for Odin. When you need to get to your runes, it will highlight the rune that you need to get to, and once you have the correct debuff, this will show up in the middle, indicating that you are safe. Now, this makes finding your runes and doing whatever boss fight mechanics you need a lot easier, and it shows you exactly what you need to do as opposed to looking around your screen for buffs or anything of that sort. It just shows it right there on your screen wherever you'd like it to be, and it's overall a wonderful add-on. I highly recommend this one if you're going to choose an add-on for raiding. The last but not least, single-handedly most important, 100% necessary, you need an add-on is Deadly Boss Mods. I'm sure if you're watching, you probably have it. However, if you don't, please get it. It will make your life so much easier. It'll make the raid's life so much easier. It'll announce anything you need to know. It'll announce timers, countdowns, if you need to get out of anything. It has these spoken alerts. You can choose whatever voice you want. There's Heroes of the Storm characters. There's Overwatch characters. I personally installed the Kiwi voice pack, which sounds like this. Because I like the way it sounds. I mean, obviously personal preference. But this add-on will save your life many times, more times than you can count, because you're going to be prepared. It tells you what mechanics are coming, so you know what to do. Instead of acting reactively, you can act proactively, which will maybe be popping a personal to save some damage or popping a raid cooldown, anything like that. This is going to help you do it, and it's going to make your life a lot easier. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please drop a like if this helped you out at all. Subscribe if you'd like to. There's going to be a lot more content coming out real fast for you guys here. That's the plan, at least. Again, if you have any comments, questions, anything you'd like to know about my UI or what I do, how to do it, how to use it, just leave a comment, shoot me a message. I'll get back to you really quick. And as for that, have a great day.